Alright, let's do some color change, or you could call it color effect. Okay, let's bring down our clip. Okay, let's get rid of the sound. Okay, let's go do a clip. This will be the clip what we'll be using. And let's change this color here. So we go down to our color tab. So on our color tab, let's go down to our qualifier, okay, and let's just select this color here. Okay, now go to this magic wand. You get to see what you selected, and let's work on it a little bit. So what we're doing here is just try to clean it up a little bit. This look okay. Okay. Alright, so this looks pretty good. So what you want to do now, unbox this. You want to pretty much isolate everything, because you notice how it captures other stuff too. It's kind of related to that color spectrum that you selected. So let's go to the power window and bring out a power window. Okay, and so we're gonna isolate pretty much something like this. Okay, so once you isolate everything, and you notice that the video does move, so you're gonna have to track the video. So go to your tracker. Okay, you have your power window selected, mixture is on window, so just track 4. Okay, 4 tracking is done. Now go to this point here and click on to this point and then track it backward. Okay, now both forward tracking and back tracking is done. You notice it's pretty much capture everything. And you were to uncode this, is pretty much perfect, pretty good. Okay, now what you want to do is change the color. So instead of just changing the color, say for example like blue or purple or so, I'm gonna animate it and make it just interchange left and right as I go. So to animate it, just go over to this tab here. There's this part right here that you could animate your color by entering keyframe. Okay, first let's just set it to nothing at the moment, the original color. So I want you to go to, let's just say right here, right? So this is considered correction or corrector 1. So you go down to corrector 1 and you add a click here, it will turn red, so that means you insert a keyframe here. So in order to have it register, just make a little adjustment. Let's just say that, and then it will register a keyframe right here. So from here, just move a little bit. Okay, let's just move a little bit, and then just change it to the color that you want. Let's just say blue, and then move a little bit further, and then let's just say purple, and then move a little further, and then let's just say teal, and then move a little further, and then change it to red, and then move a little further, and then just change it to that. Okay, now you notice, let's go to our editing. If if I look closely, there's still kind of like a glow. You can keep it if you want, but if not, you can try to refine it. So just go back to your color tab, and then well, before I refine it, let's just turn everything black and white. So you add a node. All you have to do is Alt S. You add a node here. Okay, so just go to this tab here. Okay, and then click on monochrome. So everything will be black and white, but I only want everything to black and white except for this one that I animated with color. So all I have to do now is just go to a power window, just add a power window, and then do the same thing. Okay, just have a cover and then invert it over. So just click on this. So instead of right here, just get inverted over. Okay, now same thing, go to your tracker because the video does move, so just track it forward. Alright, it's done tracking forward. Now track it backward. So go back to this point right here. Okay, this point right here, and then track it backward. Okay, now we're done tracking it backwards and forward. The reason for that, you want to able to have all the data from the beginning to the end. So here's our final result. Okay, but if you look closely, it have this part here where it's not black and white. So I'm going to have to fix that part just by adding another node over this side. Hold Alt, press S. Okay, so on this window, when you just get a qualifier, and then just click onto this part right here. Okay, and then I want you to take a look. So what you have to do now, just adjust this a little bit. Okay, that look pretty good. It pretty much cover everything, and play around with it a little bit. So let's just say like that. I'm happy with this. So with that, you see this color right here. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go to this tab right here and then click on monochrome, and then everything should be gone, isolated. It will be black and white. So if I go over to my editing, if you notice, it changed color while everything is black and white. Okay, now I could make it glow. So let's work on this one right now. I'm going to change this color, same thing. Let's go over there. Let's go to our color tab. Let's change this color here. So let's add another node. Let's bring it down over here. And I'm going to select this. We'll go over here, and here's our selection. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. That look okay. Alright, now I want to isolate this, so I go down to my power window. Let's bring in a let's draw it. So click over here. There you go, we isolate this. And then now let's go over to our tracking, and let's track it forward. Alright, it's done tracking forward. Let's go back to this point here and track it backward. Okay, it's done tracking backward. Now you have all the data. Let's just clear this out. Now let's change the color. Say right here. Let's start with, let's go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, corrected 4. Add a keyframe. Okay, move it a little, and then bring it to here, change the color to green or so, and then let's say over here, change it to red, and then let's just say, and change it to pink, and then over here, blue, and then over here, change back to pink. Okay, now this time you notice that it looks like it's glowing. You can keep it this way, or you want to redefine the glow. So let's just go back to here. Let's add a point here. Just minimize the glow so it don't glow too much, but it just glow a little bit. Alright, so if we look at it now, it looks like it's glowing, right? It's glowing. Okay, you could keep it like that, you know, have a little glow, or let's color the third one. So instead of having a little glow here, so this time let's try to be as precise as we can, just using one clip. So let's add a node. Go over here, OS, bring this down, go to your qualifier, okay, and then select this one right here, go to your magic wand. So you know this, let's clean this up a little bit, maybe like white, have a little. Okay, and that look pretty good. It's as precise as you can. Okay, that way you don't have much of the glow. So go to your power window, and let's bring in a power window to isolate it. But if you want, you don't have to use this one. You could actually try your best to mask the whole thing. So just okay. Okay, now we have this master, same thing, because the video move, let's just make it fit. And then because the video move, let's just track it forward. Okay, it's done tracking forward. Let's just track it backward, go back to this point, and then track it backward. Okay, it's done tracking backwards. So now we have the whole clip track, and let's see how it look. Okay, now let's just change the color. So from here, go down to corrector 5, add a keyframe. So let's just bring it to, let's say right here, add a keyframe. Okay, and then put a little color, let it register a point, move it forward, change the color to blue, and then pink, and then okay. Now let's just check how precise it is. It looked pretty precise. See, so not much of the glow. As you notice, this part there's a little glow. So you can make it glow by just having a little space across, okay? Or you could just have it very precise so there is no glow. Okay, now The last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the coloring on this floor right here. So let's go back to our color tab. Okay, but this time it's a little bit different. So let me tell you what I mean by that. Let's just add another node. S. Let's bring this down here. Okay, so you know what we're working with. Okay, now use the qualifier and then select the floor. Okay, let's look at our floor. Okay, look pretty solid. Okay, so pretty much we got our floor here. Let's just isolate the floor. So bring this back over here. Let's go over to our power window and bring in a square. Okay, so this floor is kind of tricky because from the beginning the floor is our place. Okay, the floor is kind of like, if you go a little further, the floor is kind of slanted. So let me start from the beginning. Say from here. Let's bring this up. I'm gonna have to adjust this. Let me bring this right here. Okay, for this tracking, I'm gonna have to do sort of like frame by frame. So instead of clip, I use frame. Okay, so I'm just gonna track it backward to see how it look. Okay, look good so far. Now let's just go over here, and then I'm gonna track it forward. So by the time it hit maybe like right here, you see, you notice how it go out of place. So from here I'm gonna have to go frame by frame. So let's just say from here it's out of place, so I'm gonna have to adjust this. Okay, so I go frame by frame. It's sort of, so I gotta adjust this. Okay, look good. Let me go back over here. Okay, look good. So from here, right here I need to adjust it. I'm just pressing forward, backward, just to see the frame. So from here, it looked like it's gonna be able to track, so I'm gonna track it forward. Okay. It's done tracking forward, so if I scroll through, you should be able to notice that it stayed within the floor. Even right here it's slanted down, so I'm able to catch it up because I'm doing frame by frame. So when you reach to a certain part, like for example like right here, if you notice it's similar, just go ahead and track it forward and see what you get. If not, you can always go back and fix it. Okay, so that looked pretty good. Now I want to animate the floor to different colors. So let's just say from here, I'm gonna go to corrector 6 right here, add a keyframe. Okay, so I'm gonna have it at nothing. Just move this a little bit. I have this at nothing, and I'll probably move like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll bring this color to like a blue, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I bring this color to red. Okay, I'm gonna animate this, and then bring it to nothing, and then bring the blue, bring it to nothing, bring it to blue. Okay, you get the idea. So if I go back now, whoops. Okay, you can tell the floor color changes. I could make this look like shadows, so I just go back to my color. I just go down to one of my effects, let's say lightweight. I just bring in lightweight and make it look like a shadow type of thing. Stronger. Let's make its direction this way. So if I go over here, you can tell look kind of like this light shining toward this way, right? So yeah, that's how you can animate the floor and change the color. Okay, so I hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys next time.